Hey everybody, welcome back to Funko Friday. This is episode 13. Due to popular demand, or the voting system on the community posts, which I like doing, they're getting a lot of interactivity. The next episode will be on Indiana Jones. Now, this is the new version of Indiana that came out for the Dial of Destiny. There's tons of merch, indie merch now, which is awesome to see. And this is one of the standard pops. And my sister actually got this for me, which I greatly appreciate. And this is from Raiders of the Lost Ark, although this is technically Indy from any of the films because he wears the same outfit pretty much throughout the 5 films, but it's a little different. Yeah, it's an awesome pop. Here's the box though. I have a couple pops back there to compare against later. But this is the one I wanted the most, just because he's got the jacket on. It's like the most iconic version, like the most classic design of him. Here's the box. It's awesome. It's got the new artwork, so it's got like the fancy detailing and the brown. I don't know what it's called. It's like this architecture kind of detail, like a map and stuff for these new Indiana Jones like merch items. They've got a different design. You can see the classic logo, Pop. It should say Pop Movies. Technically, it doesn't bother me this time though. This is Pop number 1355. There is Indy there. There's the side. There's the other side. Here's the top. And the back is more interesting, where we get the other figures in this wave. There is another wave coming. There's more, but we have Indiana Jones without the jacket. There's Marion Ravenwood. I do have her. I'll be doing a video soon. There's Sala, Major Tote, Henry Jones Sr., and then there's this Indiana Jones. I think they're all awesome. They are just fantastic. They're finally doing other characters because in the past, Funko has done Indiana Jones, yes, but for some reason, they were always exclusive figures to like Disneyland or Comic Con or some other random expensive place. Why? Like, why can't we just have common standard pops like this? Why did it take us so long? But anyway, that's the box. No one cares about that. Let's take a look at the figure, which is fantastic in my opinion. I mean, it kind of helps. I'm a big fan of Indiana Jones, so it kind of helps. But here's the figure. The first thing I want to talk about is actually the stand. So these are new for these figures. So in the back there, you can see Cad Bane. He's a Star Wars character, so he is on a stand. Um, Sometimes the pops come with stands. It just depends. It's a little bit inconsistent, but this one is great because all these Indiana Jones pops, they have this brand new stand where it has the Indiana Jones logo like sculpted into it, and it's also got all this different like detailing around it. It almost looks like a pedestal or some kind of like um what's the word? Like some kind of place to put something. Like a fancy decorative um item, I guess. I don't know the name of it. Like a pedestal. That's the word I'm gonna use. A stand, fancy stand. And it looks great. It's got, gray and it's a little bit glossy on the top. It looks awesome. Here's the bottom, Lucasfilm. And it's very nice because all these pops are on the base. Unfortunately, Indiana Jones cannot come off of the base. I mean, you could technically take it apart, but out of the box, you can't take him off. So, which that's fine. I mean, that doesn't bother me. But I just wanted to talk about that stand really quick. Here is the figure. It looks fantastic, just dead on for Harrison Ford. Like, you've got the stubble, you've got the hat, you've got the hair, which looks somehow perfectly like Harrison Ford's hair. And you've got the jacket, you got the whip, the gun, the satchel, the khaki shirt, you've got the khaki pants. It's just perfect. Like, they captured him so well. And this is his look from Raiders, technically. So in that movie, he's got like stubble, and the other movies, it's a little bit like shaved. But if that makes any sense. So in Raiders, he's got the most stubble, and so that's what he's here. I do wish This is like a small nitpick. I do wish that the stubble was a little bit like lighter, because on the box the stubble is light, you can see, but in the pop it's like darker, which it doesn't bother me that much. It's just I would have liked it to be a little bit lighter, but it's fine. He's a bobblehead, so he'll bobble. Very nice. And the spring is right there. It's not too noticeable. I love the detail of his outfit. It's so good. You've got like the shirt open, you've got the jacket, you got his hands in fists, ready to punch a Nazi. Um, you've got his belt. You can see his gun in his holster. It's a little hard to see. If I zoom in very, very quickly, you can see there's his gun. And there's his whip, of course, the bull whip on the satchel. Again, it's a little hard to see, but it's there. And I like the color of the pants. The paint is very, very nice. The paint on his, like, the satchel strap and the khaki shirt, it's a little bit bleeding through, but it's not that big of a deal. And there are his boots, which look awesome. They're just boring boots, but they look great. Here's the back. Actually, I think... Oh, that's right. Yeah, he does have the satchel. I was wondering if the satchel... So the satchel strap doesn't go on the back. I just now noticed because he has got the jacket on to cover that. Anyway, it's just something I noticed. But yeah, I love the detail of the hair as well. The hair is so good. It looks like so Ford-like. It's so great. And I think the most important feature is the hat. The fedora. I'm not exactly sure the name of this hat, but it is a awesome little piece. It's so good. You got the bow tie on the side, and you got the right shape. You got these little notches on the top, and you even got the notch on the back as well. It's so good. My only other complaint, I do wish he was in like an action pose. I understand that he's just like standing. It's very like classic Indy, but I would have liked to see him like in a little bit of an action pose, like maybe getting his gun or having his whip out. It would have been a little bit cooler, but I can understand just doing this version. I mean, there are other Indies. There's the white tux version. There's him as a professor. There's him with his dad in the motorcycle chase. There's a lot of Indies. I think there's at least 7 or 8, including the old Indy as well from Dial of Destiny. I think this one's better. This one is just the coolest one. I mean, it's got the jacket. It's so good. You've got the detail on the jacket as well, like the pockets and the wrinkles. Like, wow, that's so good. Big fan of this one. This is probably my favorite pop of the year. I'm not gonna lie, because like it's just so perfect. Like it's so perfectly well done in my opinion. And Indiana Jones is like my second favorite character. Well, probably I think so. Just ever, even as a kid. But let's do a quick comparison. So here is Cad Bane from the Book of Boba Fett. Another hat character I have. I think Cad Bane is a little bit more detailed, but that's because he's from the Book of Boba Fett show. So that's kind of explains it. Very, very cool. Very, very nice. They look kind of similar because they're both like in jackets and very different characters, but it's cool to see, you know, the same pop style. And I do plan to get another hat character pretty soon. It's an unexpected one, maybe. And let's take a look at the Black Knight. I'll have a review for him as well soon. But here he is. He's very short compared to Indy, only because he is not on a stand. But Black Knight is a fantastic pop as well. I think Indy again looks a little cooler, but that's just another comparison. Again, very different characters, but just they're both pops. That's the only That's the only similarity, I guess. Let me move him aside. But that's Indiana Jones for you. It's fantastic pop. I mean, if you get any of them, they are just all great. And I think even I looked up the original Indiana Jones pop that was like an exclusive, and I think it's kind of funny. This one is not too different from that one, so it's almost like just a very slight update. It's just standard, but it looks awesome. Um, I think I love that they added the beard, the stubble. It adds to the look of it. Um, and yeah, it's so good. I'm a big fan of this one. I like that it's a bobblehead as well. And this is probably the only Indiana Jones pop that I'll have other than the Marion. I mean, of course, I would love to get all of them, but then it would just be a wall of Indiana Jones and no other pops. So, yeah, I'm very satisfied with this. Like, there's nothing really I don't like other than the stubble color. Could be a little bit lighter. And again, he's just standing there, but I mean, it's such a good pop that it doesn't really bother me that much. Um, but let me know what you think. Do you like this Indiana Jones? What's your favorite version? Do you like the khaki one? Do you like any of the movie moments? Do you like the bolder one? Like Indy's dad better? Old Indy? Do you like the original Indiana Jones Disney one better? The Disney Park version? Let me know what you think. And if you were going to be picking up an Indiana Jones pop, who will it be? Let me know that as well. And are you a fan of Funko Pops? I know some of you guys aren't, but I know there's enough fans of the on the channel that these videos do well, I think, for the most part. So I hope to see you in the next video, which will be soon. And I'll let you know when that is. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Have a great day.